What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another All the Mods 8 Hardcore Minecraft video. My name is JawshyGG, and I'm joined here with Yuki as we are going to continue our endeavor in making more stuff for the Implied Energistics 2. So the next step in this scenario is basic cabling. So to make some basic cabling, we need some of the Certus quartz dust. We go ahead and click on the don't really care for the color schemes. I just want regular. Is there not like a regular color? I guess that color will be fine. I don't know. I'm actually going to see if I can. I'm going to change these up. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Because I don't really. I want everything to be the same color. So light gray. And then light gray. Okay, so we should have everything we need right there. So pretty much to make the first cable here is the ME glass cable. It requires Fluix ME glass cables, which really this is all we're going to be doing here. I'm not really going to go all out and create those, but pretty much all we need here are quartz fiber and Fluix crystals. To make quartz fiber, you need 6 glass and then 3 Certus quartz. And that creates 3 of these. So we can go ahead and actually create, let's just create 3 for the time being, and we'll see what happens. For this one, we basically need the Fluix ME covered cable. To do that, we need wool of some sort, I suppose, and a Fluix glass cable. Interesting. So pretty much all we do here is just this right here. And this pretty much gets us in the right path. And then, of course, the last but not least is this interesting Fluix ME covered cable. So really, all the covered cable is just a regular ME. Well, I guess it's just the whatever. We'll do this, and then we'll come back here, and I think we just okay. So we just need 4 of these, actually. 4 of these, okay. So let's make some more of these. And then don't really care much for one. Okay, well that did nothing. Okay. That's literally just making the same thing. Okay, then. How did I make that in the first place? I forgot how I made that in the first place, to be honest with you. I really don't like how this is set up. This really is not working for me. Oh, I need wool. That's why. Okay. So let me grab some string. Actually, I don't really actually need to do that. I just need this right here. Do that. And then we'll do that. And then now we should be able to create our... Oops. 4 of those. Okay. So then, okay, really? Oh, goodness gracious. I thought it would just let me do this without having to worry. Okay, so there we go. Create 1 of these, and then that should finish the... Okay, cool. That was confusing. So that's going to create these cables here. Let me move these out of the way. So your glass cable, your ME glass cable, your ME covered cable, and then your dense covered cable. So the dense covered cable is basically just multiple covered cables. I don't know. I want to see what this connects to. Interesting. So that does connect right there. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. And then I assume the glass cable connects like this. And then it would basically connect like this to bring this device online. Of course, I'm not going to keep it this way. I just want to kind of look around and see how this all works. So we'll worry about these. Actually, the coarse cutting knife, we'll worry about that here in a second. In Applied Energistics 2, every ME network has a certain number of channels available. which simply means how many network devices can fit on the whole network. As a rule of thumb, any device that more or less handles ME data directly, items stored within the network, and carries out some form of I/O will take up a channel. Usually components that are only concerned with the internal power storage of the network, like energy cells and inscribers, do not take up channels. Networks without an ME controller are known as ad hoc networks and only support a maximum of 8 channels. So I guess the ME controller is going to be the biggest piece of the puzzle, really, as it says right here. The last piece of the puzzle for any large ME network is the ME controller. A controller supplies an ME network with a far larger number of channels than the standard 8 channels for ad hoc networks, providing 32 channels out of each face of the block for a total of 216 channels. That's only for a single block controller. However, since the ME controller is in fact a multi-block structure, the controller can be up to 7 by 7 by 7 blocks in size and come in any freeform arrangement within the maximum size. Each individual block can then provide its own separate set of channels so long as no single controller block is surrounded by 4 other blocks along the same plane. An ME network may only contain one multi-block controller at any given time. Attempting to connect more than one controller on separate parts of the network will cause a conflict, shutting down the whole network. That's a lot of information, and I'm not entirely sure I quite grasp what that is trying to tell me. But alas, this is where things get kind of funky. So we need some skystone blocks, which we do have in here, which I thought I was actually holding on to, but I guess I wasn't. What? What do you mean? Is this not skystone enough for you? And then we need an engineering processor. Skystone blocks, skystone. Maybe I have to furnace this? Yeah, okay. We'll just do that right there. Okay, cool. Let's take a look here at the what we need for this. So we're going to need a printed silicon and a printed engineering circuit, a diamond variety. So we need the silicon one and a piece of silicon. And then what was the other one we needed? Engineering circuit. Got it. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Okay. So now the silicon press will basically turn this, or a silicon, yeah, there we go. Okay. Yep. And then this will turn this into this. And while it's doing that, let me go grab my redstone that I need. Ugh. Oops. Whatever. I'll make sure to grab that before I hopefully don't throw it away. Let me just go ahead and grab that. Grab all of those. I think that should be good. And that should give us our skystone blocks. Plop those in there. And then now our other thing should be done. And then we come back in here and we can make our ME controller. These are Fluix crystals, by the way. So our ME controller, again, is from what I'm kind of reading on here, which I do need a terminal as well as the processors. So let me create a logic processor real quick, which is going to be the logic press and a glowstone. Should have a logic press right here. And I think it's a glowstone, right? Gold ingot, okay. There you are. And then I think it's still a silicon press. So go ahead and grab you. And you. Cool. Alrighty then. Cool. And done. And then, of course, I believe it's redstone in the middle again, if I'm not mistaken. I assume it's probably going to be redstone just because of how... crazy. Okay. So there's our logic press done. Now we just need the terminal. What is this? Oh, okay. Just gave me some crystals. Now let's create our terminals. Our ME terminal. So we need 2 of these, which means we're going to need a bunch of these. Wonderful. So let's go ahead and actually do this real quick. Logic press. Grab one of you. Gold ingot. Grab like 5 of those. And we'll grab silicon. And then redstone. Wonderful. Okay. So now what we'll do here is we'll plop you in there, plop you right there, and we'll just do this, build up our couple of these. I assume we're going to need more than 5. Automation is still a questionable. It's still questionable to me. I still have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to this kind of stuff. So just bear with me as I kind of work through it. In reality, I probably could make a second inscriber. While I don't think it'll do me any good, really, honestly, it doesn't hurt to at least try. You know what I mean? I feel like, that was weird. Here's a zombie, a skeleton just died, and then a creeper spawned as soon as the skeleton died. The zombie's right there. Okay. That was the weirdest combination of external events that I've seen in a very long time. So let me make sure that it is the one particular thing that I need. So I do need 2 logic press, or I need logic press for this one. So I need, that's 3, 4. Okay, so I need this terminal before I get the crafting terminal. Okay, so I need 3 logic press, and then a calculation processor. So let me go grab a diamond. And this. I'm hoping this is actually what's the calculation press? Oh, I need this. Okay. I was incorrect. Yeah, so I'll just make like 3 of these. It should be fine. For some reason I thought it was diamond. I don't know. Don't judge me, okay? Do my best. Think I only need 1 of these. So we'll plop that right there. We'll plop this right here. I gotta make 3 of these. Which actually I only needed. No, I didn't need multiple of these. I forgot these don't stick around. These basically just get morphed into each other. Beautiful. And then 3. And then that should be enough for that, and then we'll hold on to all this other stuff. So we'll make the regular terminal first. Weird. I should just be able to come into ME terminal right here and then make. Oh, I only need. Cool. Oh, good. I'm glad I didn't make 2 from that same screen. Okay. So we make that one, and then now we make this one. Beautiful. Okay. So, boom, boom. And then, of course, boom, boom. Okay. So, that's cool. Let us see here. Go back and reread the ME controller. So the last piece of the puzzle again. In fact, a multi-block structure. Okay. Arguably the most important aspect of Applied Energistics 2 is the storage system. Making use of digital cells. These cells are accessible through either an ME chest for single cells or an ME drive for multi-cells. The ME chest holds a single cell at a time, which can then be read from and written to from any other terminal on the same network. The ME chest itself also provides its own terminal screen on the top with a specific access only to the cell it contains. The ME drive can hold up to 10 assorted storage cells in the space of a single block and a single ME channel. However, it does not provide its own terminal screen, requiring some external terminal elsewhere on the network for a storage access. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll plop these two. So I assume we need the ME chest first. So let's go ahead and see what we need to create this. We need this, which we can plop in there, which we have both of those. And then of course we need this, which luckily I have all the stuff to make one of those. So let's grab this. And then of course for this, we need 2 more engineering processors, which are the printed engineering circuit and redstone. So let me grab some more redstone. Which actually might actually have. No, I need more silicon. Let me go grab my silicon. Just grab a stack of 64, no big deal. We'll do this. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Did I even grab it? Oh, it's right here. Here we go. Okay, so we need 2 of these. So we really just need 1 of these. So that'll plop right there. I can do this right here, do this, and then do this. And that will give me my second calculation processor. I'm learning. Now, just because I have learned how to do that does not necessarily mean I know what I'm doing. I needed an engineering processor. I did the wrong thing. Oh boy. Okay, engineering. I think this is the one that takes diamond. Okay, so that's fine. We have plenty of stuff. Yeah, so this one takes diamond. Okay, I have everything else I need, so we'll just make 2 of these real quick. See, this is why I need to pay attention to things, because yeah. Look, I'm trying my best, okay? I don't know what's going on anymore. All right. Can I stack these? No, I cannot. That'd make too much sense if I could stack those, wouldn't it? Oh, goodness gracious. All right. Now we come back here, we do this, and now we have that. I didn't mean to put that in there. I didn't mean to put any of that stuff in there, but here we are. What's that called? It's called an ME chest. Okay. And then a ME drive. Boom. And then a terminal. There we go. Okay. Now, we finished up that one. That's going to give us 3 logic processors. I do like it. Okay. Cool. So next up, the network tool is an important tool throughout AE2, which is used to display various details of a network on screen, such as overall power consumption and storage. As an added bonus, it also provides its own small inventory used to hold upgrade cards, which can be accessed when looking at any upgradable device's screen for easy replacement. However, it cannot rotate blocks attached to the ME network like a regular wrench, only dismantle them when sneaking. What do we need for this? I'm going to do this later. I'm not too worried about it having that right now. That's not optional, but it is something that I'll work on in the future. So let me take a look here. Let me just see how this controller sets. Beautiful. Okay. I think I can just set up this controller right over here, and it will allow me My dog is chasing Yuki. There are times where I kind of wish that she would just let Yuki be, but I mean, whatever. Okay, so this is the... Oh, boy. Whoa. Interesting. Okay, so that's cool looking. All right, so stored power is 8.7, about 8,000. Max power is 8.8, so I assume this right here is only able to do so much. We're going to start with the ME chest here. I'm going to plop this right here, and then I'm going to, I assume, throw the terminal right there, and then now you can see it's not pulling any power, so that's fine. I assume it's probably because I need a cable connected to it from here, which means I can put this right here, put this right here, and then now it's still not giving me any... maybe because I need the actual drive, possibly? Look, I'm not here to say I know what I'm doing. Okay, so pretty much what I'm thinking here is I actually need to create a drive. So let's take a look at where we need. I assume it's this. Each individual cell has a certain capacity dictated by the component that the cell has been crafted with. The first of the components is the 1K ME storage component, providing 1024 bytes of storage for a given cell. More on that later. Create the 1K component, which will be combined with housing in the next quest. Beautiful. So what? Yeah, I know. So what do we need for this? We have everything we need. Beautiful. So now that should be pretty good. So now the next piece right here is the actual item storage. With the 1K storage component, you can now craft yourself a 1K ME item storage cell to start your digital item storage system. You'll most likely want the majority of your storage to be for your items, so you'll probably want to make a few ME item storage cells. ME item storage cells can hold up to 63 different types of items. Each new type of item added to a cell will take up a certain fraction of the storage cell's total capacity in bytes. For example, for each type already present, 1 byte counts for 8 items of that same type. Okay, cool. As an example, a 1K item storage cell containing only cobblestone can hold up to 8,128 cobblestone. If the cell is empty, it can be repurposed by disassembling it into its respective component in housing. This is done by sneaking and right-clicking in the air with the cell in your hand. Huh, that's cool. Let's see what we need to make this. So we're missing just this. That's not too bad. All right, cool. So now we'll do this. And then what we'll do from here is we will pop this into our... guess I have to do like... oh, I have to click right there. Okay. I didn't have to... oh, I did have to destroy the terminal to actually be able to see that. No, okay. Okay, so I assume this right here is the crafting, so I could technically put the stone in there, and then now it's going to show that it has 16 of 1024 bytes used for 63 stone. Interesting. That's pretty cool. So this, again, has its own terminal, but if I want a terminal on something else, I need to put that right there. I can grab this right here, and then I can bring it over here and plop it in right there, and then now I should be able... wait, no. I think I kind of understand what I got to do here. Let's do this. We're going to do this. Oops. This right here. And then this right here. And then now, there we go. Okay. So that makes more sense. This is actually really... this is pretty convenient. Can you stop? Can you get down, please? Thank you. Cool. What is that? A ME item cell housing. Okay. So, interestingly enough, AE storage has a similar mindset in terms of the cell storage and everything, similar to the disk drive right here that refined storage has. Of course, I feel like there's a little bit more you have to do here for. There's actually a lot more you have to do here for. If you look at the differences between that and this, you can see that the only thing you really need is a controller, and then you can start creating your stuff here with a grid and everything and refined storage. But then you go to AE2, and it's just like so much more work. But I must say, I think this would actually be a really good storage solution, because for one, I can create terminals anywhere along my pipelines. Basically, I don't have to have them specifically connected like this to a storage. So I can basically have a cable running all the way down here, and basically have like a cable running right here with a terminal, and I can just access both mine back like side by side. Of course, I'm not going to do that because that's weird, and I'm not going to leave all this stuff here. I'm likely going to take this and put this into a new place whenever if I decide to build a new house or a new base of operations. And of course, you can go to 4K, 256,000, 16,000, 64,000, 1 million, 4 million, 256 million, 64 million, 16 million. And I think that's pretty much it, but maybe there might be a little bit more with spatial IO. I'm not entirely sure. I feel like, I don't know when you start this. I'm not writing the Toy Story line. Infinity Booster add-on provides 2 bespoke. Okay, well, I'm not too worried about all that, but yeah, this is kind of like the main quest line right here, and then it kind of branches out. Ma'am, please stop whining. You do not need to go back outside. You just came back inside. Please go in the living room and play with your toys like a good girl, please. So then, of course, you have your bulk item storage. Aside from disks, you can also use netherite to craft what is effectively the complete opposite of the disk. Megacells offers the bespoke bulk item storage cell, which is limited to no more than one type of item storable per cell, but can store a practically infinite number of that item type. Before it can accept an item type, it must be filtered in advance using a cell workbench. Technically, max long. If you know, then you know. Okay, sure. Which that would be really useful for setting up multiple of these if you have the resources available. And the reason I say multiple, if you have the resources available and setting up multiple, and why it would be beneficial is like in the quarry, for instance, I could set up multiple of these, and instead of it being like everything is just being piled into my storage cells, I can have those specifically kind of filtered into a way to where cobblestone or netherrack or whatever is filtered into specific mega disks, because there are infinite numbers of those particular items. And then I can just go into my terminal base here, and I should be able to connect all of that together through a simple grouping of cables, basically, which I think would be pretty interesting to try out in the mining dimension. Items are not the only things that can be stored in ME cells. ME fluid storage cells can store liquids such as water, lava, and any variety of modded oils and fuels, just to give a few examples. Note that all storage cells, regardless of what they're designed to store, only differ in terms of their housing. Both item and fluid cells have the same kind of storage component to make. For fluids, 1 byte equals 8 buckets. Okay. See, that's pretty beneficial for other mindsets as well as the chemical storage. Seems like it'd be pretty beneficial as well for, especially for the applied mechanisms. Is that what it says? Applied mechanistics. Interesting. There's a lot, and I feel like it's definitely going to take me some time to kind of get to this point. ME networks also provide. Okay, hold on. Which way do I go from here? If you did that last quest correctly, you should have turned that singularity into a pair of quantum entangled singularities. Which one are we talking about here? Like, where are we at? I don't know where would you, so I guess to this point, where would you, something about singularities and stuff? I don't. Let's see. These new singularities are used to link together a ring-shaped device known as a quantum network bridge. When 2 of these individual rings have been linked using the quantum entangled singularities, let's see. I'm just going to kind of go around and see if I can see anything that says anything about quantum regularity or whatever the word is. Interesting. Okay. So definitely going to kind of keep working towards applied energistics. I have to figure out, I guess this connects to this one. And then I'll just have to figure out what connects to what over here so I can start working this. I assume once I do something, once I finish one of these, if it's the right thing, one of these other ones will unlock. Granted, though, oh, wait, no. Ow. I think this is what it was talking about. Yeah. So this basically goes two separate directions. ME networks also provide solid wireless functionality. We'll get to wireless later. I'm not really worried about wireless right now. I'm mostly interested to see what I can kind of build out. And I might do some building outside of this base in the mining dimension. Which, speaking of the mining dimension, I need to go back and check how the quarry is doing. You can see I have a significant amount of raw uranium now, which is really good. I'm not seeing any diamonds though. I guess I must have grabbed them all already. Unless they're in here. Yeah, they're right here. Okay, 3.9 thousand. 3,900. Okay, cool. So that's going to keep going. I have it set to basically wipe out this entire region. It's almost done, actually. I have it set to basically wipe out this entire region. There is if you look at all that, that's all aluminum. That is freaking insane. I should probably go around and start collecting all this. Because holy moly, I did not realize there was this much. Yeah, so I'll do that off recording because I don't feel like that is something that needs to happen on recording. That's pretty awesome. We're gonna have a decent amount of aluminum for quite some time. But the most important aspect here is, I keep doing that. The most important aspect here is that we need to make sure that we have. I think I have something running in here. I do. How many of those have been made so far? Hold up. Hold on a minute. I forgot all about that, to be 100% honest with you. Is that the last one? I don't know. No, three total. No, I think I have a couple more, unless I canceled them, which I don't think I would have. Anyway, I'll keep working on applied energistics. I think it'll go rather smoothly. Maybe. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot to do, and I feel like it's going to be a very interesting. I feel like it's going to be a very interesting thing to do. I'm trying to how do you guys do the free cam stuff? Like, I don't know how to do the free cam stuff. Like where I can set up the camera like right here, and then I can still move around without the camera moving. How do you do that? Anyway, I'll figure that out later. I'm not too worried about it right now. That would be really cool though, wouldn't it, Ukes? Wouldn't it? Anyway, yeah, thank you guys so very much for watching the video. I truly do appreciate it. I'm genuinely thrilled that we're slowly but surely making our pathway here to being able to start filling up these chests with the materials to make each of these particular items. I feel like an Enderman was in here and dropped that block right there. Or I am honestly being tormented right now by like Herobrine or something. I do need to. I keep forgetting I need to put the glass right there to block that place off. Anyway, thank you guys so very much for watching this video, and I hope you guys have enjoyed so far. My name is JawshyGG. Remember to hit that thumbs up button if you liked the video. If you didn't like the video, make sure to hit the comments down below. Let me know what I could do to improve the videos. Thank you guys so very much again, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later.